Hello! Hello, hi. OBS is telling me that everything is working. So, we're gonna trust it this time. Hi! Welcome back to this game, Grandia 2. Oh, sorry, I should have stretched my neck beforehand, but... last time, we had to rip the soul out of a small child. She was possessed by Valmar. And we've left Miramu in better situation than we came into it. We did meet Celine, who is a nasty girl, and she was like, I'm gonna report to Zera about what y'all did. And I was like, alright, bye. Now we're climbing up the St. Heim mountains. We are very close to the Cathedral. We should get there today, as in today's stream. Time is passing faster for them, because they're in the video game. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. All these things. Ah, Jesus. So, how's everybody doing today? God damn it. Hate it here. Don't put me to sleep. Oh, okay, no it didn't. Oh, that's what that looks like. I don't think I've had the opportunity to fuck these things. Now, I think these things are earth? No, they'd be water. They'd be water because... Okay. So I can't do much with them, I think. Just attack. I don't think you... Yeah, you don't have fire magic, so... I'll let Elena or Merrig play. Yeah, you. Why don't you try something here? I just want to play around. I think I mentioned this before, but... This is back in the day, right? When there weren't game guides easily available online.
Chase the hellfire!
To figure out what the fuck everything's weak against. I could look it up, but where's the fun in that? Also, yes, I was correct. I like testing my knowledge from time to time. Oh yeah, Rowan has the fucking warp shoes. Oh hell yeah, I'd love to see that. Look how useful he is. That's my boy.
We won.
We did, my little boy. Throat is a little scratchy today. It's it is fire season, and we got some fine particles in the air. Can kind of feel it. I'll probably turn on the fan later, just for the sake of you know what? I don't know where I'm going anymore. I shouldn't have stopped in the middle of this. This place makes me get lost. Yeah, it's help filter all that shit out. Yay! Okay, I'm glad I came this way. Paddle manicure. Oh, I think that's an item. None of those are particularly useful right now, I think. I don't know, I might just eat my words. Godspeed. Oh, you know what? You know who could use that? Hey, sweetheart. You love God. Right? Actually, Rowan also could have used that, but he might be able to take the thing that she had. Or not. It's fine. I don't think much is gonna... I don't know. I could improve your speed if I took off this attack, but then you wouldn't be my attack boy anymore, so... Anyway. I'm not super fond of this particular area, to be frank. I don't think... I have to... It's not my least favorite area in the game, for sure. But I will say it's kind of boring comparatively. Cause... Did I come this way? I don't know where the fuck I'm going anymore. I feel like I did. Cause I got this, right? Okay. I might be lost for a hot minute here. But, you know, I do think I need to go this way. Yeah, this isn't my least favorite area. It's my second least favorite. Ah, it happened for the first time. First time. This game, I don't know what it is, but this port crashes very easily. And I was really surprised, I think I said last time, really surprised that it hadn't crashed yet. There it is, the first crash. I knew. Too good to be true. It's fine.
Game art.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, give me the, yep. Alright, let's kill these. Yep, okay. Surprise me, that's fine. Give me the tunes. I don't know, yeah, I don't really have a problem with a lot of Switch games crashing, like, pretty, how should I say, regularly? Also, is this, how fast am I? Oh, we're pretty fast, we can do it. Or not. Okay, well. That's nice. Alright. That's fine. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I don't have a problem with like the Switch crashing very often. It's just this game that I've ever had like repeated occurrences of a game crashing, which is so weird. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's too much for the port, or like the fact that the, how do I say? The is the game too beefy for this port? Or for this hardware, rather. I keep forgetting he has the warp shoes. I don't have to make him... Could be a little bit more fun with him. I love it when these things miss, 'cause they just wave their silly arms. Good job, Elena. I can kill these things. Run! Yeah. Go ahead and heal her, since she's not gonna get to heal herself like I wanted.
Hey, you okay?
Anyway, I'm sad I didn't get to stream last week. I was out of town. And it was a I don't know if I can say it was a good time. The wedding that I went to itself, that was a great time. The place that I went to, the place it was located,
gotta work even harder.
I can't say the same. Having been out of the United States for a little bit, has really made me, I'm gonna actually just go ahead and save the game, has made me notice the, there's a palpable misery for Americans. Like, I stepped off the plane to my connection, because I had a connecting flight, and I stepped out into the airport, and just, you can feel how fucking miserable everyone is. You can just feel this sense of like, oh my god, like, I gotta get this done, I'm stressed, and, not friendly, not that everybody was unfriendly, but it was just this really terrible sense of like, hashtag I hate my life kind of sensation, and I think that's always been there, but because I was in the middle of it, I didn't particularly notice it. Please don't crash. Thanks. But leaving and then coming back was eye-opening, to say the least. And I don't think I ever want to live in the United States again, is what I determined from that. Not that I think that there is no hope for anywhere in the United States, but I just feel that I don't feel like it's good for me to be in the middle of that, you know? It's not good for anyone, let's be real. Yeah, and I was so happy to get the fuck back home. I came home and I was like, oh, I feel infinitely better. To a degree that, like, I can't even put into words. But,
Nothing was
not that
my blade.
Not that where I'm living now is perfect either, but it's certainly an improvement. And, not that there was a high bar to cross in the first place. Not that I hated New York. I did love New York, but New York, is very stressful. It's a very stressful place to live. It's not for everybody, but I certainly do not regret my time there. Being there was very helpful to me in various ways. It allowed me to get, like, affordable therapy, which is not something that I can say for a lot of parts of the United States. Anyway, yeah, don't want to leave here anytime soon. Rise, for sure.
Old flame!
Sayonara.
I pray that we shall be safe ahead.
Yeah. Do you? Hasn't worked so far, has it? Sorry. Oh, yeah. Come to think of it, Jennifer Hale. That's certainly a name I'm hearing in the news. This will be a very dated stream because of me mentioning this, but I'm just gonna say something that I hope changes, and that's just pay the voice actors that you hire. Pay them living wage. It's really all I gotta say. It's really all that needs to be said. Just pay better. I know you're making money off the anime industry now. I know. Because I'm giving it to you. Wow, that only did 4 damage? What does Ron have on? He must have, like, an earth resistance or something on. No? I'll have to look after. Yeah, let's go ahead. Oh, seeing Elena be fast is nice. It took us a while. She's zoomy now. Zoomy girl. She is not the zoomiest. But alas. Oh, great. I'll kill it. We have yet to get our zoomy party member. Our last party member has the zoomies. But in, like, the best way possible. Not yet. Hold the phone. I want to go here. Hi, Nim! Yeah, YouTube do be like that, I'm sorry. How have you been? I hope you're feeling even better. I was just sitting here talking about how miserable the United States is. What's happening? I said, hey. Oh, I forgot to check what Rowan had equipped. Okay, I'll look after this. I really wonder, so the localization of this game, I have to wonder if his name was meant to be Rowan? Like, no, but if you write it in the katakana, I think it's Rowan. Rowan. So it wouldn't be like Rowan. I don't know, because there's the name Rowan. Like, R-O-W-A-N. Which is a not uncommon name. And I wonder if that was actually what it was inspired by. What the fuck was going on in the corner with Merrick there? Oh, Christ. Oh, good. I'm glad. US does suck ass.
Nothing withstands my blade.
It's just unfortunate. There's something that I like talked to, God, who was it? I think maybe one of my coworkers and I were talking about it. Oh yeah, okay. I gotta see, what the fuck do you have equipped that made you so immune to those? Yeah, you do have Earth. Okay, yep. My friends and I at work, I forget which job this was. I don't think it was the previous job I had. Oh, your movement sucks, eh? Maybe I give those to you. I'm gonna give these to Ryudo. His movement kinda sucks. We were talking about totally hypothetical situation because this will never happen, but what would happen if the United States split up into regions and those regions became countries? So for instance, like the Midwest became a country and the Northeast became a country and like the middle, I'm camping again, that's right. We stay here tonight, people. I'll talk about this later.
Fine, I will go get some water.
Fine idea. Fine idea. I shall accompany you. It will make your burden lighter.
No, I will be able to manage.
Then I shall keep you company. Come, let us go.
You two, take care, all right?
We're almost there. If I'd have known this trip would take so long, I would have had Vic's pets at Sky here.
I fear our trip would have been much shorter had you not been with us, Ryudo. It is only because of you that we have come so far. I have learned many things as well. Thank you for what you have done.
Well, I'm not the only one who should be thanked. I did some things I normally wouldn't do because of you. But it was worth it. I've never actually enjoyed doing a job before.
And I've never seen the little punk actually work before either.
Shut your wormhole, Sky. Shouldn't you be pecking and scratching at the ground anyway?
When we come to the Cathedral and meet with His Holiness Pope Zera, do you think he will truly be able to exorcise Valmar?
That, I don't know. Look, this is a bit off topic, but I've been meaning to ask, why are you so nice? You can't just ask people why they're nice, Ryudo.
Well, the souls of the people are weak, so I must help them. I must bring them to the light. The light, whatever. If they are not strong, then the Dark One will seize upon their weaknesses, as with me. Will His Holiness be able to save me?
There's always a way. We'll see him tomorrow. We'll know then. What took you so long? Dinner's ready.
The path we've followed wrapped upon itself as a many-coiled serpent, its course at once both circuitous and labyrinthine.
Mr. Merrick is trying to say, whatever are you two talking about?
We were lost. Come, let us eat. My claws are sheathed, my belly hollow.
Yeah, so like, we were talking about the different regions being broken up. Oh, still a conversation. Okay, I promise I have like more to say about this. About time you showed up. How many people does it take to get water? And what the hell took you so long anyway?
What is with you two? I did not think it would take long to fetch water.
Well, no. We just got a little lost. Right, Mr. Merrick?
Rowan, there is no need to dwell on such things. I see you have found yourselves. My heart is gladdened.
Uh-huh. And what do you mean by that?
So we shall finally reach Grandia's Cathedral. We have come so far.
You're not even noticing what's going on here, huh?
Mr. Merrick, you really do worry about the strangest things. It would have been fun to watch them.
The slide. Rowan is such a troublemaker. That's my boy.
There are times when it's best to let...
Oh, that should be it's best.
When it's best to allow the river to run its own course. You will discover the truth of this soon enough. In any event, our paths draw near to the cathedral.
We've almost cleared the mountains. will be in the St. Heim Papal State. Is that Papal or Papal State? Soon. I've never known. Okay, yeah, you already said that.
We are almost to the St. Heim Papal State, and to the Grandia Cathedral, where people gather to say their prayers. I wonder...
I love Starfire. I love her. I love doing this kind of voice too. Like, wow. It's very fun. And it's also not stressful on my own voice.
I wonder, do prayers said long ago by people you never knew still stay around?
Papal? Huh.
Even if no one still remembers them?
Thank you. I never would have guessed that.
You in a thought cast aside has the faculty to trouble and sway the mind. There is a danger in this, though the new supplants the old. Though the aged pine chokes the sapling of light, in due time, the sapling will rise, as it must.
That's deep. Do a man's dreams drift silently through the ages?
A thought carries far on the wings of prayer.
On the other hand, there may be people who are still trapped by the old beliefs that they think are so important.
Yeah, we already said this. Alright. We'll speed things up a bit tomorrow. Let's get to bed. Papal State. Okay. So my whole thing is, like, Northeast. We know what the Northeast has for its economy. It has the big universities. It has New York City. It's like big, huge cities that are like very touristy. And same with the West. You know, California has things that it would do well with. It has things it would not do well with, like droughts. But, you know. So, my whole thing, and this is like, not, this is just like I wonder situation.
Rise, O flame!
But looking at the states in the middle of the United States, and I'm talking about the states that have terrible economies. So a lot of the Rust Belt and Bible Belt
I pray
states.
that we shall be safe ahead.
A lot of those states economically were better off when we were in war because they were states that were producing like coal, and they were mining states, for instance. Manufacturing in not the way that we think of with cars, but like for machinery, weaponry. And I feel that a lot of those states still want that instead of looking for a new way to stimulate their economy. And they can rely on federal support to stay that way, essentially. So my question, like I wonder, is if, let's say, like Oklahoma, for instance. Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, Arkansas, that little like group there, if they were separated and made into their own nation, would they try to build up the cities for tourism or some other, like find some other kind of draw to bring in like an economic stimulation? I don't know. I wonder if that would like be the thing, right? Because there is such a general dichotomy with some states.
We won!
As far as like, for instance, left wing, right wing. And it's like separating that and letting those like be their own nation, for instance. And then them developing something new for their economy. Or would they just go back to the way that they were and that would be their economy again? I don't know. Something to think about. It's a totally, like, never gonna happen situation. But it's something I've talked to old coworkers about at length. And I just think it's neat. You can go ahead and have that level up. With Oklahoma, I'm really not sure. Because that's the one I think of right away, is Oklahoma. Because Oklahoma was, or rather is, a really good example of what older states' economies used to look like, because they were a state that relied on that particular economic situation for economic fortitude. And so I just wonder, like, let's give it to one. But as far as the farming situation in Oklahoma goes, I have no fucking idea, to be honest. Because, like, I don't know how... Because those states are all in Tornado Alley as well. And I don't know what their weather situation is truly like. I don't know if... Because, like, tornadoes are usually only broadcast nationwide if they're, like, super bad or really unexpected. So I don't know how often they're getting, you know, a brief storm running through and ripping up crops and things like that. Have the foggiest. It's like, I know Indiana used to get tornadoes, but I don't think any of them were like...
Oh, holy tongues of fire!
Well, at least none of the ones I remember were anything that was like broadcast on the news. It was just like, oh yeah, we had a tornado the other day, like it ripped through my friend's backyard.
I pray that we shall be safe
You know, their
ahead.
shed is damaged or whatever. Those are the days. I remember that particular storm pretty well. Because it was like the one storm that I was like, I don't like this. Because most of the time the tornadoes were never anything particularly threatening to like my area of the town. But I think that might have been when we had the really bad flooding. I don't remember for sure. I just remember one time we had super bad flooding and like my neighbors took out a wakeboard and were like surfing on the water, which was disgusting. It was disgusting water. It wasn't like just like, oh, clean water. No, it was all murky. With dead animals in it and shit. I don't know. See, like, until last year, I had no idea Colorado was so brown. Oh! You were in Oklahoma? Manny, I don't know if I knew that. Yeah, we were talking about, my what if, my big what if, that will never happen, which is, what if different regions of the United States split into different nations, what would they do to try to stimulate their economy for the areas that don't have like an automatic in? Like the Northeast has the universities in New York City and Boston and all these like big things. But yeah, floodwater is disgusting because like we had a creek in our backyard, and I say backyard, but like it was like technically our neighbor's property, but it was, you know, a 5-minute walk down to the creek. Well, maybe more like 10 minutes. I don't know. It's hard for me to guess because when the most I ever walked it was when I was like small. Yeah.
You better practice if you want to beat me.
I don't know. Who knows what the fuck is out there? The truth. The truth is out there. Oh, is this where we're gonna get this nice little scene that means nothing? This was just a look at the Dreamcast's engine moment. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, I didn't know Colorado was so dry until I went to Portland last year and I had a connecting flight and I was like, Why are the crop circles, or why are the crop fields in circles, first of all? And second of all, it is so ugly on this side of the river, or like not the river, this side of the state. I was just like mortified because I always pictured Colorado being really green. Damn, Rowan, you're so powerful now. Like, I think the way Colorado is advertised to non-Coloradoans is the mountain. Yep, I was just about to say is the Rockies. I will say, like, I think Portland/Oregon State is more what I expected Colorado to look like, which is fascinating. Portland's very pretty. Or not Portland itself, but Oregon is very pretty, what I've seen of it. Though I think there's some parts of it that are also very deserty. Toward the southeast? Because there's parts of Northern California that are pretty lush. That's why they grow the vine. The vine. Oh, my friend's this guy or what? Yes, they grow the vine. Am I gonna fucking die? I gotta remember how to do a German accent by the time I let's play that game. I mean, like, that's gonna be a while, because I'm doing Kingdom Hearts after I finish Fatamoru, but... I used to... So when I lived... Dust Bowl destroyed the Midwest. Economically, or not climate, environmentally. I love these moments where everybody's just kind of standing, staring at the enemy. Like, you're about to die.
Nothing withstands my blade.
Yeah. Well, that's because it's how it's advertised. I don't even know if advertised is the right word, but like when we would like learn about the states, it's like, oh, Colorado. Yeah. Oh, interesting. I don't know much about the Dust Bowl. To be honest, I Midwest history was not a subject I paid a lot of attention to. I should have, but yeah, the mountains in Utah were brown. I don't know. So actually, this is this is a little not a foreshadowing, but this is a little peek into my mind with the fic. But Death at a Funeral is one of the funniest movies of all time. Everybody should watch it. And I feel like, first of all, it's a movie that both Phoenix Wright and Edgeworth would enjoy. But moving on. Death at a Funeral has this great bit where one of the characters, he's like very stressed about going to the funeral, and because like people don't approve of him dating or being, I think, engaged to the daughter of the person who died, and so they stop at her brother's house and is it her brother? I don't remember. They stop at this guy's house, and it turns out he's a drug dealer, but they didn't know that, and so she's like, here, take a couple of Valium, and he takes the Valium, but it's not Valium, it's a hallucinogen, and so he's like, everything's so fucking green. And then the very last line of the movie is from another family member who accidentally takes the hallucinogenic for the same reason, because it was in the Valium bottle, and the very last line is, everything's so fucking green. And that's what I imagined Colorado was gonna be, because that's how they showed it to me. Oh, the 2007 original, because they did an American remake in 2010, which not very good, because like the thing about Death at a Funeral is because it's a British movie, that's where some of the humor is. Like, there's this very deadpan, like not trying for laughs. It just is inherently funny. But there's also some moments that are like just belly laugh funny, like where the sister slash the fiance of that guy who has the hallucinogen. She's like, I think a person like cuts her off. She's like honks and she's like, "We're on our way to a funeral. Have some respect, you wanker!" Out the window, and I think about that a lot. Yeah, there's some great moments in that. It's one of my favorite films of all time. There's just something about the British. Are American remakes ever good? Not that I can think of. I don't know. I'm an elitist though. I really enjoy, and I think this has to do with having had experience in translation and everything, but I really enjoy consuming media in its original, not dubbed, subbed, not, and like if I can, knowing the language of the film. I don't know. A movie that would be, if it got an American remake, would never be good. Is this movie called The Cure, which I may have talked about on stream before, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. But it's a psychological horror movie about a hypnotist, and it's so good. Let me in! This is actually interesting. This is a way around the city, or the town rather, if you want to, but you can't actually get in. But it, like, the lore of the world is that you could take that path if you weren't wanting to go to the Christians. Anyway, papal state. I'm gonna forget that, I'm so sorry. But anyway, The Cure is terrifying. If you ever want something that just scares your pants off. I remember we watched that in a film class and it was at night and I ran home because I was so scared. Alright.
We made it! We're finally here!
Before you lies the splendor of the St. Heim Papal State, dedicated in honor of the glory and majesty of our great Lord Granus.
Cute. That's where the cathedral is?
Yes, it is so, but what business have you at the cathedral?
I am a sister in service of Lord Granus. My name is Elena. Father Carius of Carbo in the Black Forest instructed me to come and call upon His Holiness Pope Zera.
Well, that must have been quite a journey. So you wish to meet His Holiness Zera?
Oh, so you're saying if I just streamed Dread Out, you're not gonna watch? I've been thinking about it. I'm like, what if I stream something for Halloween? And I was thinking about that or The Path. I think I might actually do The Path for like a spooky day. I don't know when though. I don't know, I just want to stream The Path. It's a great game.
I must make a report regarding the ceremony of sealing.
Well then, let me lead you to the cathedral.
Well, I would rather not today. I shall go there directly tomorrow.
As you wish. I shall inform His Holiness.
Doesn't look like you're going to, but okay. And so the mighty warriors come to the end of their lengthy, needlessly complicated journey. You did good, kid. Must be tired.
Ryudo, what will you and the others do now?
I'm still a little concerned about my brother, but I have no idea where he might be. Fate has seen fit to bind brother to brother. I would stay on with you, for Destiny's work is not yet complete.
I would like to stay with you too. But I am also interested in the stories told by the Church of Granus, so I would like to stay here a while.
Not a problem. Not like I have anywhere else to be. But Elena, you sure you don't want to take care of your business today?
It is an audience with His Holiness Zera, so I want to be neat before I go.
Okay, let's spend the night here and rest our feet. Or for some of us, our rat-stained claws.
Yes, let's do. I am hungry as well.
Yes, you are right.
Spells is the limit of spookiness. I don't know, you might like The Path. This is a great side quest.
I'm no good without some wine. See, my hands are trembling. Ever since my beloved wife passed away, I've been rather fond of wine, and this is what came of that. Still, I thought of starting over again. My son Mark is still young. I could start over, living with him. I thought I could have a rebirth of sorts in this land, shake off my weak spirit, and become an outstanding father. I thought I'd undergo any kind of suffering to put a smile back on my son's face.
Of course you would. You must have been lonely by yourself.
I prefer to run solo myself. Tough at times, but it has its advantages.
I thought I'd go.
Okay, yeah. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Oh yeah, I gotta show you guys the fucking... Alright, this is the most important part of the game. Are you ready? There they are! These are called squeak paws. Gee, aren't these things disgustingly cute? They're a combination of a mouse and a sheep. Look at the little ones!
I find it amazing how such little creatures can still grow so big.
They're so cute!
Seems as though the squeak ball grows rather quickly. They begin so small, and soon enough they are full grown.
They're so cute. Look at them.
They cry as if to try to relate a message to us. What is it, little squeak bar?
No, they're so cute. They're so cute. Oh, I wish they existed in real life. Okay, yeah, you're trying to... Merrick's trying to translate over here. Okay, yeah, you already said that. What's Elena got to say about them? Nothing?
Ah, what a cute cry! And this wool is so floppy and warm. Warm and happy.
Me too, Elena. Look at their little, like, eyes. Oh my god. I want to make a plush of them. I could stay here forever. I won't, but I could. I love windmills. I love this kind of shit. I would, like, if I wanted to have a wedding, I would totally get married in, like, an old windmill. I just really like the aesthetic. But, that shit's expensive. It's expensive and stressful. Just watch my friends get married, and I'm like, man, you guys are so stressed. The day before the wedding is when I arrived, and so I, like, helped get things together for the next day, and just this... The radiating stress. They would make such a good plush though, right? I would have to figure out how to make the Sherpa so that it doesn't get nasty. But, like, on God. Oh, they're in houses too, and they get scared and they run under the tables. Oh. Hi. Give me stuff. I'll pay. Just give me some stuff. Sister's stuff. Ooh. Halberd. Actually, what I'm really interested in is some stuff for the boy. And by that, I mean her, actually. I was thinking her defense was higher. It's not. Okay. That's good. Look at this. I didn't even know these existed. That's really cute. I'll take 5. Okay. Those will be useful later. Yeah, so the best wedding I've ever been to is a courthouse wedding. It was for my friends, because he was a Canadian, or he is a Canadian, rather. But he wanted to live in America, and they were like, you know what, let's just fucking get married, because they're so in love with you. They're so cute. Like, what a good couple they are. Fresh sandwich. Fresh. And they're just the loveliest. Sarah and Dan, if you ever see this, you guys are really lovely, and I know I don't talk to you guys enough. I'm terrible, but you're fucking wonderful. Your wedding is the most fun wedding I've ever been to. And there were like 10 of us. There were 2 guests who were not family. And it was the best. I look at the pictures from that and I'm like, man, that was a great day. All right, let's do this.
I wish to thank you all for everything you have done for me.
Hey, you did your fair share too.
It has been quite a pleasure, and quite an adventure as well.
Much remains to be done with all. The wise man still tends to the fire, though it burns brightly.
Thank you so much. I just do not know how to thank you enough, my friends.
It's my job. Don't mention it.
Don't say that, Ryudo!
Excuse me? Ojamashimashima. Miss Elena, come to the cathedral right now. His Holiness Zera is overjoyed by the news of your arrival.
Right now? In the middle of dinner? I am not yet ready. Can this not wait?
We shall bring your things later. His Holiness Zera is looking forward to having dinner with you. Please do not make him wait.
No, I must not do that. Everyone, Ryudo.
Don't spoil the moment, kid. By now, you know what to do. Good luck.
Miss Elena, please take care.
Your kindness is indeed a rare treasure, Elena.
Now it's a sausage fest.
Thank you all for everything you have done. I will not forget you.
So anyone gonna eat her bread, or?
Miss Elena, she's gone.
She is. And now we turn to other matters.
Well, our job here is finished. Yeah, the job's done. But I'm feeling a little sad about the whole thing. Go figure.
I can see it. The day of darkness is near. Valmar's moon too. Its vile shadow is growing ever stronger.
I don't know how to do his voice, to be honest. It's very different. It's very, like, I don't know, not unique. It just has this, like, air of something to it that I can't nail down.
Valmar is certainly attempting to revive. You must understand this. Listen, Elena. Your mission is important. Not just for you, but for the world. The darkness must be resealed in. Doing this will require all your effort, the power of Lord Granus, and the divine sword, the Granus Saber.
I do really like his like overcoat thing. And he has an organ in his room. Damn, that's cool.
You must find it, no matter what. Fail and the world is doomed.
I understand.
You must succeed in order to remove the darkness within you as well. You must prevail.
I understand. Wakarimashita. Omakase kudasai. I won't let you down.
Never been one for goodbyes or hellos. Can't help but feel a bit sad when someone like her leaves.
Yes, were Miss Elena with us, we would be able to see the inside of the cathedral.
I presume it interests you.
Yes, Miss Elena often spoke of the confrontation between light and darkness, but I don't quite understand at all.
Light, darkness, Granus, Valmar. Can't tell them apart.
As well, I am not versed in matters of religion.
So we might just find out something there.
You again?
Mr. Ryudo, I presume?
What is this? I'm busy. Didn't your church drill some manners into you? Or did it just drill through your head?
I apologize for my rudeness, Ryudo. The Pope has called for you. Please come to the cathedral right away.
Look, I realize word of my amazing singing voice has spread everywhere, but I'm not interested.
His Holiness Zera has a special request. Please bring your companions also. I beg my leave. 失礼いたします.
Hi. The Pope has a special request. Sounds like the first line of a really bad joke.
What kind of person is His Holiness Zera? I understand he is said to be the sage who will save the world.
Which isn't nearly as impressive as the sage who will save his breath. This better be quick. Nice. So, the path. I brought it up and then didn't. It's this really good psychological horror game, and I wouldn't even say it's full horror. It's just spoopy. There is one part that does give me the heebs. The heebs of the jeebs. Are you gonna say anything new? I got some wine at the bakery. Would you mind if I had just a little? Just a couple of sips, you know?
I do not understand your situation, but you must do what your heart tells you is right.
Oh, right. Well, I made a pledge to stop drinking for the sake of my late wife and my son back home. What kind of man am I? After losing my wife, I drowned myself in drink and neglected my only son. I swore I'd stop drinking, but even so, oh, Mark, please forgive me.
Hey, do not give up. You can fight through this. I'm sure your son is waiting for you to recover. Think about how he feels.
I've got to beat this. I can become strong, and then I'll feel my son's hand in mine. I want to thank you all for helping me to avoid repeating old mistakes. Thanks so much. You're welcome. Yeah, so the path is, it's based on Little Red Riding Hood, the original story of Little Red Riding Hood. Oh boy. I'll never get through this. I'm impressed. Damn, y'all walked that? You okay? You got the air in your lungs? No altitude sickness or what? It's pretty cool though. It's a cool design.
Quite remarkable in its proportions. The thoughts of its architect twist and wind almost palpably through the sculpted stone.
How beautiful. It must have taken forever to build. You must be Mr. Ryudo. His Holiness awaits in the audience chamber.
Stop gawking. Move it. Yeah. To be honest, when I first played this, I thought the sword was the building. Because, like, it looks like the hilt of a blade. Like, if a god was using a sword, it'd be like a big sword, right? And then, yeah, that's what it looked like to me. I don't know if that was intentional. Maybe that was like a beta idea. But this shit's so pretty. I wish we could go up here. And we can't. Let me up. Let me up here. Well, I will say, the church, the aesthetics are pretty good. Hello.
Mr. Ryudo, please go inside. I am sorry, but your companions must wait outside.
Didn't he say my friends could come?
He has important things to discuss with you. So...
Oh, it is all right. I don't mind. I can wait. Can I at least wait somewhere interesting?
Our library is most interesting. There you will find many important books about the doctrine of our church.
Mr. Ryudo, can I talk to you really quick?
You're up to something, and I like it.
There might be some interesting information at the library. I will check it out.
Clever boy. More clever than other little boys I know. So may I lead you two to the library?
Hang on a second.
I see. If you have some business to finish, please do so quickly.
Yeah, it's called finding the save point. Be right back. Yeah, so the path is based on the original Little Red Riding Hood story, which is quite creepy, but it's also like a warning. And the game is like a giant metaphor for stages of growth, specifically for girls. And it's one of those that makes you think, and there's like multiple interpretations you can go with. I really like it. And it's a little different every time you play it, which I also appreciate. But that's something that could be a Halloween game / a game when I'm just not feeling either of what I'm playing. Because that does occasionally happen. Sometimes I just go feral. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. We had this conversation. Do you not remember? This guy forgot already? All I did was go save. Did I save? I don't remember. Me just ripping on this guy for not fucking remembering. And then me not remembering something that happened 1 minute ago. I'm sorry, I was thinking about the path. I was visualizing that instead of looking at what I was doing. Well then, Mr. Ryudo, please go in. You two, this way, please. This way. Yeah, the path is great because it has dynamic music. That's my fave.
Ryudo, we'll be waiting in the library.
Look at that guy, he's just walking. Okay, there he goes. Yeah, I'll meet up with you later. Woo! I'm free! It's just me now. Alright, let's go. Oh, hope we're ready for some music. The service is still in progress. Please be quiet. This way. Man, this church is so fucking cool. Hello. Oh, the goosebumps. Oh my god. Oh, Hades has dynamic music? Oh, bet.
Bring to this world light, peace, and harmony.
Your Holiness Zera, please calm our anxious hearts. What can we do to rid the world of the terrifying darkness?
You must bolster your soul. If you leave no chink in the armor of your soul, then the darkness will be forced to leave.
Please save us from Valmar.
You must not falter. We must all not give in to darkness. I cannot save you. You must save yourselves.
Your Holiness Zera, please lend me your ear.
Yes, what should we do?
What will happen to the world?
Quiet! We are here to bring peace to the world. How can one do so in a panic? Everyone, please, calm down.
No, it's on my
Your
to-do
Highness
list.
Zera, the recent rumors of the revival of Valmar are not going away. I have even heard reports that the rumors might be true. Right, High Priestess Celine?
Hey.
At this rate, the day of darkness seems unavoidable.
But we must not strike fear in the hearts of the people we are trying to save. Doing so would surely go against the will of Lord Granus. What do you say, Cardinal Oro?
Oh, when the day of darkness comes, the world will most definitely be destroyed. I don't know what we can do.
Celine, do not misunderstand me. I'm not saying that the action the Cathedral Knights took was wrong. But you went too far. You must not frighten the people away from Lord Granus.
Yes, Your Holiness.
Well,
must
those are
all
the
remain
consequences
on
of your
guard,
own actions.
So that darkness cannot take advantage of you. Please, everyone, back to your rooms.
He has the gold finger, you're so right. Ah, Mr. Ryudo, please come. I don't know how to voice this guy, I'm so sorry. Nice speech. Please, accept my apologies. I did not mean to make you wait. Don't touch me. Why'd you take my left hand? That's so weird.
I am sorry for having called upon you on such short notice, but my request is not an ordinary one. Please, to the next room.
Elena. What do you know, child? Hi, Sky! Sky just, like, comes back. I want over here. Let me in. What? No! Alright, my turn to do a sermon. It's my turn. Oh shit. It's my turn to do a sermon. Alright, we ready? Fuck. I can't get it. There we go. Alright, it's my turn to do a sermon. Are we ready? Are we ready? Please recite with me the witch's prayer. I should have this memorized by now, but I don't. O Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Have mercy on me, O Father, and cast their souls into eternal damnation. Amen. Alright, let's go. Sorry for that House of Fata Morgana reference. So true, Manny. Thighs? Oh. I was looking at a reference picture for a drawing, and I was like, man. Like, thighs. People are arguing about boobs. Boobs versus butts? No. Thighs. It's thighs. The floor must be very interesting for you, Elena.
I thank you for what you have done on Elena's behalf, but now I have a special request to make.
Before we get to that, tell me, what about Elena? Will she be alright?
If you ask if the presence of Valmar can be driven from her, sadly I must tell you that that is even beyond even my power. However, if the sword of Granis can be recovered, there may yet be hope for us all. That is why I had asked you here.
Keep talking.
I want you to find the divine sword, the Granis saber. The sword which slew the Dark One must be returned to us, if the light is to be restored to this world.
You still haven't made an actual request, but I get the idea.
Yes, Elena has told me much, enough for me to know that you are the only one capable of contending with the darkness. Naturally, this request must appear absurd to you. However, as your reward, we shall give you whatsoever you request.
Thighs? Suddenly, this conversation has become more interesting.
However, when you depart, I wish for Elena to accompany you.
Why bring her along? You sure you don't want to cast a few wards against Valmar instead?
Unfortunately, we can do nothing more for Elena now. We would be unable to protect her from Valmar even if she were to remain here. She will be safer with you, Mr. Ryudo.
Hi, Elena. Marlena. What's up? Enjoy Mario Kart. This is the game I haven't downloaded because I know I'll just play nothing else. You're right. Your request is absurd.
The pieces of Valmar struggle for dominance, each attempting to devour the others in order that the darkness will be restored. According to prophecy, once the pieces unite, the day of darkness will come upon us, and all mankind will be destroyed.
So what do we do? Sharpen a pointy stick?
Lord Granis has yet to recover from battle. Thus our world heads toward darkness, lacking the guiding hand of light. Were we to possess the Granis saber, we would at least be able to bring back some of the light of Lord Granis. Then Elena can be saved, and our world protected from the advent of the day of darkness.
Any idea where the sword might be?
Unfortunately, our holy book says only that it rests with the Legion of Darkness.
I'm sorry, that's not vague enough for me. Could you be a little less specific? I need some time to think it over.
I will wait until tomorrow for your answer. I have prepared rooms for you, so please stay here tonight. But I see that I have tired you. Rest and return tomorrow. But please consider my offer. I hope you will accept it.
You're staring off into nothing. Are you okay? Elena, are you alright? Has something happened?
Oh, do not worry about me. I just want you to think long and hard about Pope Zera's request.
Alright, well, thinking about long and hard things. Not a problem. Random. What? Elena, what's with you?
Ryudo, do as he asks, please. Not for me, but for everyone. The world. Okay, bye!
I'm sorry, I know this is supposed to be serious, but I can't take this game very seriously. I've played this like a million times. What could His Holiness be thinking of at this rate? Cardinal Laurel. Ryudo, I believe was your name. Just what did His Holiness Zera tell you? Huh? He asked me to find some divine sword. I see. His Holiness's selection of his emissaries. Oh, I question it. A task this great surely requires someone with more experience. Careful with your words, aren't you, old man? I'd be as careful with my judgment were I you. Experience I have. Patience I don't. Insolence. Listen well, stripling. It is best you abandon your search, for it is not for a churlish whelp to find the Granisaber. Tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna ignore you, and then I'm gonna leave. You just stay there. Stay. Stay. Good boy. Ashes. What could His Holiness Zera be thinking? That fool boy's insouciance will be the ruin when the day of darkness comes. Die. Whatever shall we do? Okay, Boomer, move it along. This is my house now. Shall we recite? No, I'm just kidding. Even my party goes down to just me. I could take all the SP for myself, but I won't.
I can hear you, but I don't. Some look for trouble, while others don't. There's 1,000 reasons I should go about my day and ignore your whispers, which I wish would go away. Oh.
I'm like, okay, here's my thing about Frozen 2, right? The footstep noises are great, especially here because it's very clacky. Frozen 2, the thing I have with Frozen 2 is that they used Into the Unknown as the advertising song when it's not even close to the best song in that movie. Show Yourself is a fucking banger. Like, every other song in that movie is better than Into the Unknown, in my honest opinion. Except for Everything Will Make Sense When You Get Older. That one's like, it's good, but it's not like, yeah, like a top tier song. Show Yourself and Lost in the Woods is so good. Alright, let's go.
This script is unfamiliar to me.
Wow, this is really interesting. Oh, Mr. Ryudo, what did he have to say?
You mean when he was actually talking out of his mouth? Nothing that wasn't completely ridiculous. I have thoughts about Frozen 2, but I won't get into it right now. Maybe later.
So he wants you to find the divine sword in order to halt the day of darkness?
A dubious undertaking. We walk unguided through the shadows.
The only clue is the words, the divine sword rests with the Legion of Darkness.
You find anything else about that?
No, not in this place. Anyway, Mr. Ryudo, you ought to read some of these books too.
Interesting how they're adding a period after Mr. as if like that's the abbreviation, but it's not.
They have lots of details about Valmar and Granis, the battle of good and evil, the day of darkness, and even the divine sword.
Dinner awaits in the other room, and books do not spoil or grow cold without use.
Listen, we're gonna read, Merrick. Shut up. Holy Book of Granis, Book 1. Know ye that long before the present age, man dwelled amidst the light, and that light was love, and man called the light Granis. The earth was filled with exceeding bounty. Honey and milk issued from its secret founts. Then darkness also issued its seed, Can we maybe change the phrasing on that? Thanks. The souls of men were as vessels for the bane of light, and man called the darkness Valmar, the tempter, devourer of souls. And there were those who named the darkness God, and glutted in desire and lust, thence blotting the light from their eyes. And they were not satisfied that the light should anoint the earth, so that those who sided with light moved to oppose them. Their war was a fire consuming the earth, and the skies hung thick with fat and bone. This man called the battle of good and evil. A little different from what I'm used to hearing.
This is the version that Elena and the other followers of Grannis read, so it is not the same as the simplified account.
Land milk. There is a little more detail in this one. Holy Book of Grannis, Book 2. Misery joined in equal ruin for 6 days and 7 nights. And on the 7th day, darkness and light sought a reckoning. The hand of light gripped its blade, great and terrible, and the cloak of darkness was as its shield. Thus they were armed for war. True struck the blade of light, and the darkness was cleaved and was not. Sorry, they're using some old English here that's like a little hard to read. Then did the blade pierce even the earth. The seas boiled and were scabrous, and long the land wept. Even so was the earth riven, and its wound man named the Granicliffs. Then did the light move to seal those parts of darkness that yet remained, for in its fall it did not remain whole. Those who had named the darkness God were in like fashion named the people of darkness, and they did hide their faces from heaven. Content in its work, the light blessed the earth, and all was made well, and then wounded, the light fell into a heavy slumber. The light will burn in our hearts and will not expire. This men swore, for the God of light shall return to claim the earth. And the sword of light, called the divine sword, came to rest with the legion of darkness in remembrance of their betrayal. And there was peace.
People of darkness.
Something wrong, kid? You're pale.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
You sure about that? It sounds fake, but okay, Rowan. Holy Book of Grannis, Book 3. Yet after this, a new moon was hung in the heavens, its face gazing balefully downward upon the earth. It was an ill omen, swollen heavy with foreboding and dread, and it was said that darkness yet had power. And again the souls of men were sifted and tried by the darkness, as it sought to bring about the day of its return. This man called the day of darkness, for the light will depart and the dead shall rise to the throne of judgment. Know ye that this is the last judgment, when all will be weighed and found lacking, and all brought to ruin. The works of man will be brought low, the darkness will be set at naught all man's labors in preparation for its terrible rebirth. Know, my brethren, that Valmar is yet at the door. Gird yourselves with light, for our purpose is one. This must not come to pass.
The moon's creation in particular interests me, for I have not before heard the tale told as such.
What do your people say about it?
We do not ponder the making of each grain of sand. They have ever been so, as the setting of the sun and the rising of the moon.
What about Grannis and Valmar? Do you think they had something to do with it?
My eyes did not see them do so. Let others believe as they wish to, but I know not the truth behind this.
I'm kind of with Merrig. Like, as I've gotten older, I'm like, yeah. Okay. Chapter 1, Golden Dawn Age. Neither darkness nor light split the heavens, but suffering, pain, the groaning of the earth. The wailing of men huddled and fearing the storm's wrath, the violence of nature. Living in blindness, tooth and steel gnashing the air, lives spent in desperation. Turning in the gyre, an endless throb of misery, and then an uneasy sleep. Life slipping, passing without note, the names of the dead unused, unremembered. Great, now I'm depressed and bored. Maybe it gets better. That was me in church. Chapter 2, Silvery White Light Age. The light descended then, and the chaos was bound. The rivers of blood were dammed. Their eyes were opened. This the light did. No longer did man war with his brother. This was paradise. The light of peace is Grannis, the god whose praises we sing. Yet there were those who hated the light, who turned their eyes from its measureless love. The light fell upon their backs, casting long shadows on the earth. Darkness was birthed. Valmar, apparently.
Yes, these are the holy annals of the ages of the gods. They describe the battle between Grannis and Valmar.
In an annoyingly roundabout fashion.
The Holy Book of Grannis is said to have been based on this text. There is more. Let us keep reading.
Chapter 3, Red Twilight Age. Twilight. Those who followed light warred against those called demons, who likewise named themselves Gowlers. Jailers? Not sure. For 6 days and nights the earth was torn and turned to coals. Then came the 7th day. The light drew its sword, great and terrible. Darkness drew its cloak around its face. And a day and night were fire and lightning, until each had run the other through. The sword of light pierced the earth, raising the boiling sea, sinking the bursting land. Thus did the darkness fall in 7 pieces, sealed by the followers of light. Each one represents the 7 sins in Catholicism. Into the depths of the earth. Then did a new moon rise. Fear struck those who followed light. Still they await the return of darkness. Still the people of darkness conceal themselves in the earth. And still the divine sword rests within the legion of darkness. I can't read this anymore. It's boring. It's stupid and it's badly written. And what the hell is a Gowler? Gowler? Whatever.
One who would imprison another. An interesting choice of words to describe those who followed Granus.
I don't understand how you can read this stuff, kid.
Well, I have liked reading these books ever since I was little.
Alright, one more book. Right? Her. Chapter 4. Black Midnight Age. The time of judgment has come. Sins once forgotten return to sink the soul. For the day of darkness has come at last. The light is swallowed by a growing shadow, and demons boil up from the earth. Those who remain moan in dread with their last breaths, for the dead rise from the grave, bringing judgment to the world with brimstone and flame. Gaylord! God, you're so right. This game could stand to be gayer. There it is. There it is. Now is the time to beg for deliverance. Do not allow darkness in your soul. Darkness is ruin and destruction, and the judgment of the wicked eternal. And there's our day of darkness.
It is so.
This is what everyone's afraid of? Dead people?
Yes.
Look, even if the dead came back somehow, how hard would it be to kill them again? They didn't do so well the last time around, weirdo.
But if that really did happen, it would be terrible.
Not going to happen. No, that's it for now. There's a really good line if we come back later. I'll save that for when we get to it. Let's eat! Food. Feed us! I heard the dinner's ready. It will be very soon. Please wait a little while. もう少しお待ちください. Okay. Whatever you say. Oh, hey. What good is it to chase the darkness after fancy now? What? Sorry. What good is it to chase after fancy now that the threat of darkness is upon us? No one has ever found the divine sword. How can he be so nonchalant about matters of such weight? I must consult my auguries for some means of holding back the darkness. That seems sacrilege to me, but... Oh. This is an evil sign. The day of darkness draws near. What? This light. Hey, we know that theme. Hey, girl, hey! I've missed you! It's been like 1 episode since I haven't seen you. It feels like for- Whoa! Sick glitch. Ah! The wings of Alma. Alma are here in the cathedral. Someone come quickly. I'm so sorry, I'm still stuck on that glitch there. That was really good.
Truly, bread is the body's life, as the earth is to all that spring from it. So, also, a fine bread is loam for the soul.
So true, Merrig. Bread is so good.
Well, this bread is delicious. Mr. Yuno, are you going to eat?
Run, Merrig. I'm gonna look for that damned sword.
I thought you would say that.
The sword interests me, for I have not before heard of its like.
You two coming along?
It was evermore my intent.
Please, let me come along too.
I could use your help. I appreciate it.
If it is as His Holiness Zera says, this has meaning for me too.
What do you mean?
Well, you see...
Damn it, not again! We're eating! Please excuse me. I am told that Valmar has taken human form and entered the cathedral. Have you seen any suspicious persons?
Huh? No, no one has been here.
Please excuse the interruption. I must go. Must be Millennia. What the hell is she thinking? I don't know, she had like the zoomies there for a second. That was really good. I didn't mean to do that. I need to go back through this playthrough when I'm done and clip all the parts that have glitches because it's like my favorite thing. I don't know why I recovered, it's just force of habit. Come here, wife.
Hello.
Hi. Millennia.
So, you're gonna look for the Granisaber, right, Vito?
You, what the hell are you doing here? You're practically standing on the dinner plate of Granis.
Oh, like I care. If Granis ever wakes up, the big god can smack me stupid. Long as I get to follow you around again, Ryudo.
Ugh, I don't think you've thought this through. See, when we find the sword, we're going to use it to stab evil people.
Oh, you! You're concerned about me? No one has ever been such a gentleman to me before. Just do what you think is best.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying here, Millennia.
Don't worry about me. I know what I want, and we're running out of time.
Alright, let me see. I'm gonna try something real fast, like... Oh, stop. I want to see if you say anything different. Okay. Alright, maybe it's if I have Elena with me. I think it's if I have Elena with me. Alright. There's a great line. I don't want to leave until we get it. It's like... She wants the D. Listen. I respect that. Alright. Let her get what she wants. She's been through enough. Nobody ever thinks about how this affects her. She doesn't even get to be a real person. It sucks. Well, Mr. I already forget the voice I use for you. Well, Mr. Ryudo, have you made up your mind? One question. When we get the Granisaber, will it belong to you, the church? And how will it be used? The sole purpose of the sword is to strike down Valmar. As such, it belongs to none, for this great hope Granis has given to all. I'll take your word for it. Time to rock. We'll find the Granisaber. But not for the sake of Granis or the church.
Ryudo!
Look, I'm sick of all the suffering in the world. If Granis won't do anything about it, then someone has to. Well, Mr. Ryudo. Elena, you should leave now as well. Your soul brims with light. Be strong in your mission, and do not yield your heart.
Yes, Your Holiness Zera. Farewell.
Lord Granis spoke to me last night. I am permitted to tell you this. Ryudo must face the past should he desire the divine sword. You should remember this. You should also take this along. It is sure to be useful. Yeah, it is. Elena, take care, and remember well our words.
Your Holiness. Ryudo, thank you for accepting this request.
I wasn't gonna let a dainty little princess mince and prance around without her faithful and obedient bodyguard.
Oh, Ryudo, Miss Elena, we're together again.
Our paths again are as one. It is good.
Thank you, everyone.
Come on, let's get moving. Aw, we're a happy family again. Of course the game wasn't gonna fucking end here. That'll be too short. This is a 40-hour game. Except not, because I don't know, with me fucking around as much as I do, it might be 40 hours. We'll see. Really? Come on. Where is it? Give me the line. We're not leaving until I get it. Give me the line. What the heck? Where is the line? I'm so confused. There's like another book. There must be like another book somewhere. I don't remember where it is. No, god damn it. Fuck. Let me go back to our hotel room. I could have sworn it was in this room. But I can try our hotel room again. Line. Line. There are only 2 beds. Do you think Merrick and Rowan shared a bed? Yes. Sure, okay. We only books the yep, okay. Maybe if I talk to you it'll trigger? Mayhaps? Let me in. I'm so angry. I do wish that there was a skip function for the text. I could have fucking sworn it was on this wall. I think there's another library somewhere. Merrick is a bed and a truck and a bowl. He's a good man. He would be such a, like, I hate sharing beds, but he would be so cuddly. Like, oh, look at this. Actually, no, that's a lie. You know what? He's completely muscle. He wouldn't be. That's... Let me in. I'm gonna find this goddamn book. Okay, well, you know what? I can't find it, but it's a great line. It's like, does the world not tire of its suffering? Does blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Maybe it's outside the church. If I can't find it outside the church, I'm just going to say the line. Never thought we'd travel together again. I'd count on you, Elena, okay?
I feel the same way, Ryudo. Rowan, Merrick, and Sky, too. I'm counting on all of you. This time it might be more difficult for us.
Difficult times are indeed upon us. Welcome is the comfort of friends in this hour.
That's right. Traveling would not be fun at all without you, Miss Elena. Wow.
Get wrecked. But where to travel to? The Divine Sword is held by the Legion of Darkness. We can't just knock on their door, grab it, and run.
I am not familiar with this Divine Sword.
I remember. In the holy book containing a passage, the people of darkness continue to hide deep in the bowels of the earth.
Flexing the whole time. He'd still be squishy. Yeah, I guess so.
Is it a metaphor, or is there more substance in it? Perhaps it is with these people we shall find the Legion of Darkness.
Perhaps, if we visit the kingdom of Siren where I lived, we might learn the meaning of these words.
Got a lead?
No, I just thought we might learn something useful.
What other knowledge have we which would intimate a course of action?
Something about confronting my past, which probably means...
Melphis. Surely it could be none but he.
Malthus. A long time it has been, brother.
Now, you two! Anyway, the kingdom of Siren, what is it like?
Well, climate is warm and there is a lot of water. Very good country.
We don't need a weather report, kid. We need to find some leads. And we might as well start in this kingdom of Siren.
The kingdom of Siren lies to the east of the St. Heim Mountains. Come on, let's go!
Yes! Yes! Oh, I'm so ready for my favorite arc. Alright, let me see if I can find another library. Hello? Nope. Wow, there's all this stuff over here. I don't think I can get to it, though. Nope. Oh, I think this might be it. Huh? Yes! Yes! Okay. Welcome to the library. Yep. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, let's go. Left side. Alright, let's go. This. Book 1. Know that long ago all... Okay. Oh, it is good. Know that long ago all lived in the light. All knew the love of Grandness. The earth was bountiful and the people's hearts were glad. And so did Valmar find the world. The taint of darkness spread across the land, and the heart of man was despoiled of its innocence. Light and darkness moved to battle, by fate ordained. Men too prepared for war. Their numbers divided between light and darkness. And so began the battle of good and evil, fought without ceasing upon the fields of eternity, day yielding not to night. The dead has long ceased to be counted when at length Grandness and Valmar fixed their eyes upon each other, better to make an end. Rivals to lovers? What, did Merrick write this?
Its formal title is The Holy Light.
Quite an inflated title for a dumbed-down version of the original scripture. This was meant to be read by us common folk, right?
Yes, that is right. Have you read it before?
Why the hell would I do that? Anyway, I've heard it all before, though not exactly in this form. Yeah, okay, it portrays Valmar's moon. You'll have to sleep on it. Yep, shouldn't be a problem given the reading material. Yeah, it's okay, whatever. Might be important. The book falling over is great. Rivals to lovers. Unless. Grandness, yep, Oh, here we go. Does not the light of the sun shine even now? Does not the land await the return of its true God? May the light come quickly. Does not Ryudo tire of this? Does not he want to put his fist through this book? May his suffering end quickly.
Which part of it bothers you?
The part that says, whoopee for Grandness, let's run happily, trailing brightly colored ribbons from her hands.
I guess that cannot be helped. It is that kind of book, but it is sort of one-sided.
So why don't we listen to the other side? I'm interested in what the followers of darkness have to say. Have to be fair. Interesting. Alright, we don't need to read the rest of this. I just wanted that line. May his suffering end quickly. I don't say it out loud a lot, but I think that line a lot. Anyway, where's the dad? Hey! Until just recently, I was a drunk, but thanks to the good clean living here, I think I can overcome my addiction. People can change, and soon I'll be able to return to the son I left behind in the kingdom of Siren. Hey, you wanna come with us?
Well, congratulations! And as a matter of fact, we happen to be on our way to Siren.
Oh, you're headed there. In that case, I have something to ask you. Would you please convey a message to Mark, my son? He lives in Siren. That is, if you have the chance to meet him. Could I ask that of you? Of course. Really? Oh, thank you. The message is, I'm working hard. I'm coming to see you, so please wait for me. Okay, but understand that we're not going to scour the town for your son. We'll give him the message only if we happen to run into him. We're going to run into him, Reader. Shut the fuck up. Sure, that's fine. I just pray that you do. Please accept this token of my gratitude. If you carry this, then you can make friends with a cute little critter named Caro. It is all I can give as a token of my thanks. Well, I'd imagine we can try to look for the kid a little. We'll see what happens when we get to Siren. No promises, though. Yeah. Oh! I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to stay in the inn. Put me back. May his suffering end quickly. Oh, goodbye, Squeakpaws. I'm real sad. Real sad we have to leave you. But we're gonna go to fucking Siren, which has the best music. It's banger. I love, if I lived anywhere in this universe, it would be Siren. 100%. Despite everything, it would be Siren. Hello. Let me in. Uh-huh. This guy's so chill. Anyway. Come on, let's get something to eat. I need to relax a little.
Eating here with all of you reminds me of when
the priest suddenly showed up and snatched you? What a bunch of insolent louts.
Boy, was that ever a surprise. We did not even have a moment to say farewell. I was curious if I would ever see you again.
As was I. I thought we might never gather around a table like this. I am grateful that we can.
It's very funny because this happens so quickly in game time, but I think it's implied that like several days have passed. I like to think that the boys were just kind of sitting around depressed because Elena was gone.
After you left, Elena, we sat here and tried to talk, but mostly we just stared at your empty chair. Empty chairs and empty tables. After missing you so much, it is sure a pleasure to be rejoined as a group again.
Once you left, the scene degenerated into a handful of boys fighting over just about everything. It is calming to have you back.
Why, thank you. I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Speaking of meals, Elena, is it true that all they fed you was bread and wine?
Right? Don't you fancy church types get to eat anything better than that?
Well, I guess there was bread, to be sure. But actually, I was so nervous that I really do not remember what I ate. I could hardly eat with all those high-ranking church officials around me. I was so nervous, constantly worrying about my table manners, using my fork and knife correctly.
I'll bet Elena can't even remember what she had for dinner either. In classic Elena style.
So what if I cannot remember what I ate that night? What is important is that we are all gathered together tonight.
So anyway, it is great to have you back, Elena.
Well, in any case, it is good to be together again. We can continue to run in a pack, together until the end.
Yay. I much prefer eating with all of you. I just hope we can continue being together.
Well, what do you say? Are you done? Thanks for the meal. Can't wait for the next one, eh, Elena? How's it already been an hour and a half? Dang. It's Sky sitting on Merrick's shoulder that really gets me here. Why is it gotta be like this? Okay. Why is it gotta be like this? Alright, anyway. I'm gonna... I don't know if there's a save point right after this. This next part I don't hate it. But it's a little annoying to get through. Just because I get lost a lot. Mostly because I'm not rushing. Like, if I were rushing through it, it would be really easy. Really, really easy. But I'm not. I'm trying to find all the items. The stack is so good. It's dumb how funny it is. So silly. Yeah, so if we talk to these people over here, they're gonna be like, there's monsters down there! And if you wanted to, you could just go up the stairs and forgo everything that's down here, but, no, shut up. We're gonna go, because we're equipped to deal with it, and I want the stuff. Because I think there's good stuff down here. Not like the best, but good, you know? Also helps to have the experience, because the next two arcs have some difficult moments in battle. If you know, you know. Man, I'm so excited to get to Siren. Ugh! Okay, we gotta get there this episode. God damn it. Elena, why can't you just be normal? Okay, good, you got there. Oh, Merrick, not you too. Okay, nice. Okay. So talking about the path again. Yeah, so it's the original Little Red Riding Hood story, was not my special interest for a while. And it's it's like pretty similar to the original, but the thing with the original, or I'm sorry, it's pretty similar to the modern version, but the original Little Red Riding Hood is a lot darker. And there's a line in it that talks about where you take the path of pens or the path of needles, which is like damned if you do, damned if you don't. I know, listen. Rowan, I can't help it. I have to give him everything. That's my son, okay? That's my son. I love Ryudo, don't get me wrong, but it's like, it's different, right? Like, I might kin Ryudo, but Rowan is my son. Anyway, so the original story was told, like all old folktale, were told with a very specific purpose. So for instance, like, to warn you of strangers was a very common reason for that kind of thing. Do it. Nice! So this one was to warn girls of the dangers of men. And like, men can be threatening to you, especially strange men. And like, you need to worry about like what they can do because they have power. And like this was an old society, though this still does ring true today, but it was particularly true back then, just because misogyny, baby. So with that in mind, the path is like pulls that theme into the story, where there are 6 sisters and they are tasked with going to grandmother's house and stay on the path. And the only way to beat the game is to break that rule. So the sisters, there's 6 of them, and they're each divided into different ages. So like, I think the youngest one's 9, and then the oldest one is 17. So they're each kind of representing this like different stage in growth, like growing up, essentially. So there's like the little one, and they're all named after shades of red, which is really cute. And like, you go into the forest along the path, and once you get into the forest, you cannot leave. The path disappears. There's only one way you can leave, and I won't give what that is away. But hashtag it's symbolic. A lot of symbolism in this game, which is why I really like it, and there's a lot of different ways you can interpret the sisters meeting the wolf, and what happens to them, because it's essentially the story of, yeah, life really sucks sometimes, but certain experiences are inherent to the human, like, experience, and help you grow, even though they suck ass. So it's kind of highlighting those experiences, although I would say not every single experience is something that's inherent. Some of them are just inherent to, I don't know. Without giving away anything, I don't really want to. Inherent as people of certain personality types, more than others. So, because, like, for instance, the oldest sister has experiences that are specific to her being the oldest sister. Oh, I forgot Rowan was poisoned. Bollocks. I think he can heal himself. And so, like, I find the oldest sister extremely relatable, but not for the reason that she is the older sister. However, part of her, like, reasoning behind her experiences is specifically due to the fact that she is the oldest sister. So it's It's a great game, and the music is super eerie. You find things in the forest, right? And the sisters always have something to say about them. And the lines of dialogue that you get for the sisters are sometimes very funny. There's a couple that I have memorized because they made me laugh so hard. Like there's one of the sisters is really cynical. Shocker. And she finds a shoe. And she's like, one shoe. Nobody ever loses one shoe unless they also lose a leg or die. I don't know why that makes me laugh, but it's pretty funny. She makes a good point. Like, it's... Like, no? Anyway, it's a great game. It aged like cheese in certain graphical ways and all that, but it's really good. That team who made it has made only a few other things, and they're working on something new. I think it's called the Cathedral. And I'm like, hey, is this gonna be like a game you actually release? Because I'm interested.
Nothing withstands my blade.
Like the art that they've been putting up on their Instagram is pretty cool. And it's just this couple. Oh no! Goodbye, warp knife. Rep. Pepperoni. Oh! It's not as strong. Haha! We continue to warp. Yeah, I do love me the path. There's only one part that really, and it's, so I'm really sensitive to sounds, which is like, usually if a game scares me a lot, or if a movie scares me a lot, it's something to do with the sound design. And there's one sister who's, there's one sister who has this song, and like as the song goes on during like the cutscene where she meets the wolf, it becomes more and more distorted, and like just terrible. I hate it so much, and I like take my headphones out when I do that part. Listen, Edgeworth Kinney's unite. And like there's a like giggling. I'm not into those. Those two mixed together are just not it for me. But it's a fantastic game. Very underrated. I don't ever hear anybody talk about it, which is a shame because it's a banger. But I can understand why people don't play it because the controls are pretty clunky. Because one of the main mechanics of that game is that, like, in order to interact with things, you don't press anything. Like, and so the sister will, like, automatically move to interact with the thing because she's not distracted by, like, the movements and everything. Oh, yes, time for jam. Let's go. Yes. Wow, this is some green-ass grass. I always forget. Oh, this song is good. I think this song is called, like, Believe in Yourself or something like that. I don't know. I just really like it. But this is home to one of the most annoying enemies in the game, so... Oh, look at these friendly friends. The music that loops in the background when you're in the forest is so good. Oh, going back to like the controls. Okay, so the controls are a little weird, and like the game doesn't want you to rush. It wants you to take it as slowly as possible. So the whole thing is like, if you run, it gets scarier. Like the camera zooms out, it's good. It's good game design. It's just like, they made it, I read the interview like the full kind of autobiography of them making that game and how stressful of a process it was because they didn't have a lot of money and like backers and a lot of time. But they did, with what they had, they did great. Also, I do plan to play Hades.
Gotta work even harder.
I've been putting off playing new games since I got here because I'm trying to like be involved in the world. But I want to play, so like my list, right? There's a game I need to play, a couple games I need to play on Switch that are really short. But I want to play, these motherfuckers. I want to play Undertale, because I haven't yet, and I've been wanting to for a long time. Really? Oh, do we have to? Hades, and then Disco Elysium is another one that I want to play. I promise I will get to them eventually. Crash! Is Hades only on Switch? Because I think what I'll do is, when I get done with Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice, that is when I will be annoying and play other games again. And like, I want to play as much as I can on Switch because I do have a relatively long commute. And so like, really? Having like the hour or so to dip my toes in. It's also on PC, okay. Because I know Disco Elysium is on Switch. God, I hate these things. Their evasion is disgusting. We didn't take any damage?
These guys were no real challenge.
Dang. Okay. Bet. I don't think my PC runs well enough for... Hi, Scar. I love that I'm just saying hi to these people. It's not like they're dropping into my stream. I'm just like saying hi. I'm saving again. I don't... Every time the game kind of lags, I get scared. I thought I had broken the curse of crashing, so apparently not. I think it is on PlayStation. I don't have Xbox, so that's not too much of a concern. But yeah, if it's on Switch, I'll probably get it on Switch. Does it run well on Switch? Because that was like my thing with the Somnium Files games, is that like I got the second one on Switch because I had pre-ordered the second one on PS4 and it didn't arrive in time, and I was like, there's no way. Like, I'm not gonna be able to avoid the spoilers. And I don't want this ruined for me.
Golden Hammer!
It's on everything. So I got Somnium Files on Switch, and that game overheated my Switch more times than I want to talk about. It barely runs that game. Oh no. Cat Cafe Manager. That sounds like fun. You know, I haven't played in forever is The Sims. I play The Sims like a feral person. I play it like in binges. Actually, I think that's how a lot of people play The Sims. Better experience on a bigger screen. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, I usually have my Switch hooked up to my TV. Even like right now, I have it on my TV as well. But I like having the option for, don't worry, I have a normal controller. I cannot do the baby controller. Alright, let's think. Let me think. Ooh, Resurrect. That's an important one. That's gonna be useful later. Alright. Let's level up Merrick. Oh, I have like plenty I can toss around to all my friends here. Actually, I probably should have leveled up Refresh, so let me just toss one of those to you. Do you have... Oh, you have a decent Refresh? Let's give me that. And then that. Okay. Yeah, I'm using a Pro Controller right now. I got a Twilight Princess themed one. Hehe. I do do enjoy me some Twilight Princess. I've thought about streaming it because I do love that game, but I'm very bad at it, and I'm really afraid that if I did stream it, people would be mean about it because, like, in case it isn't... Okay, like, here's the thing, right? I'm good at this game because I've played this game, like, at least 30 times in my life. Right? That's it. I suck at Twilight Princess. I love that game, but, like, trying to get Link to run off of the platforms in a straight line in the water temple, I was just telling my friend about this. So, like, my dad was in the room when I was playing it. And I was playing on the Wii, no less, so give me a break. But, my dad was reading the paper, and, he must have been doing one of those dad things where they peek over the top of the paper. And they're secretly watching you and you don't know who they are. And, I could not... If you've played that game, you know there's the part where you're in the water temple and you gotta jump off the ledges and, is Twilight Princess retro? Oh god. Like, you gotta jump off and he automatically grabs onto the bar and it changes the water level. And I could not do it for the fucking life of me. And my dad, after one point of just trying over and over again, and he just started laughing at me and was like, "You're not good at this." And I was like, "Listen, Dad, why don't you try?" And I know he would have tried, actually. Now that I think about it, he and my brothers played the original Legend of Zelda, and they, like, this was, again, way before game guides, and so they mapped out everything. Ooh, Buster Flail. Yeah. God, it's sad I remember where that is. I don't know. I always remember this one because a little bit of movement goes off. But I'm gonna be so strong. Oh, worth it. Quit playing Ocarina of Time because it's too fun. Right? Right? Like, that's the thing. I love Majora's Mask, but that game stresses me the fuck out to, like, watch people play it. So I'll probably never play it on stream, at least. But I love that game. Majora's Mask is probably my favorite. I need to play Breath of the Wild. That's another game I want to play. I genuinely want to play that game, but that's one of those things... Why did I do that? Oh no, it's fine. I thought I chose the wrong thing. That's one of those games that I know once I download it, it's all I'm gonna do. Same thing with the fucking Mario Kart. I like RPGs because it doesn't require, like, physical skill so much as it does mental fortitude, and I tend to fare a little better in that department. Not physically skilled.
Good luck, everyone!
Yeah, Breath of the Wild, watching people, like, do the most random shit in that game is the best. That game just lets you do whatever, which is so cool. I don't know if you've ever watched Video Game Donkey. His video for Breath of the Wild makes me cry laugh, even to this day. This guy is gonna be the most deadest guy. It's very funny. Oh, Donkey. People hate you because they don't get it. People don't get comprehension anymore. Who was it? James Somerton did a video about it. Like, Attack on Titan is a great example of the death of, like comprehension of metaphor versus, I forget exactly. My brain's not quite working, but it's a really good essay. I like him a lot. He's very, very well spoken. Alright. Hey! We know these guys. They were in the intro! Does that mean this is where we were in the intro? Damn, why we get so fucking weak? I killed one of these in, like, one shot. I must have had, like, a really good sword or power-up or some shit. Anyway. Come here. Come on. Yep. Hello. Alright, so these guys are fire, and these guys are weak to fire. So Rito, you get to kill these things. Oh boy, there's gonna be a lot of these fucks, hey? Just go kill him, please. What are you doing? Nothing? Alright, that's fine. I'll let you live for now. There's a lot of games I want to play, to be honest, but as far as games like in the next... obviously, finishing Investigations 2. I'm on the very last part of the third case, which has been fun, but I figured out who did it really early because of a spoiler, internet, and I wasn't even looking for it, like... and so that has caused the case to drag a little bit. I also just, like, every time they took away Gregory Edgeworth from me, I got a little sad. I just wanted to be him the whole time, actually. Miles Edgeworth, I love you, but I wanted to be your dad. When he stands up to Von Karma, oh, that shit, Woof. My backlog is not as big as it used to be. I'm really proud of myself for that. But, I also acknowledge that I do not have, like, I don't have ADHD or anything that would prevent it. It's just me being busy. Alright. Oh, you, come the fuck on. Just perish. Yeah, Investigations 2, and then Dual Destinies, and then... Somebody made a joke. So it actually spoiled me to the villain in 2 of the cases. So in that one, and then I think what'll be the next one? I don't know. I don't know which case it's gonna be. I just know. I know some things, but oh, let's see. What if I just do this? This is not gonna do a lot of damage, but... Oh, okay, that didn't even... God damn it. Alright, well... Let's just kill everything.
Golden Hammer! Crash!
Oh, see, okay, here, listen. Hear me out.
Here goes my impact
I
bomb.
love Raymond Shields. He's a mess. I'm trying to convince my friend. I was like, hey, what if we cosplayed? I was Gregory Edgeworth and you were Raymond Shields. I was like, this is how I get you into it. This is how I get you. It's an easy cosplay, and
we won.
You can use your natural hair, because my best friend is half black, and I was like, you can use your natural hair, and like, you know, we can, this is how I hook you. This is it. But also, this is so sad for me to admit, but when I was a kid in like middle school and a little bit in high school too, I used to eat paper. And so when Raymond ate paper, I was like, okay. Alright, I get it. It's like, I respect you. I was like, who? There was somebody who said something about like, why are you eating the paper? And I was like, oh, you would have hated middle school me. I feel like that's like a sign you're missing some nutrient, which I feel like is probably true. Oh yeah, you're in Chile. Please enjoy. Also send me pictures. I was just talking to somebody the other day about like, it would be really fun to go visit the mountains of Chile. How's the food? Is it banger? Oh, that's, I mean, you're getting food right now. Enjoy. Enjoy the fucking food. I'll see you next week. Or else. Kill you. Yeah, let's see here. Let's just, go here.
I'll freeze you solid!
Get him, Ron. Yeah, I liked the Gregory Edgeworth parts because I felt like they were also better localized. Okay, so the thing with the version I'm playing is that I can tell whoever localized and wrote it speaks British English, which is fine, but there's certain things that's like, these characters would never have said these things. Elena, you deserve that. Standing there like a clueless bitch. Anyway. Oh, you know what? I should have let Ryudo heal you, but it's fine.
Good luck, everyone!
So, like, for instance, the thing that really started to give it away was instead of using the word okay, they were using right for okay. And it was, like, a little distracting because there were parts of it that were just not natural sounding at all. God damn it. And I was like, alright, stop. And I'm like, are you trying to make Miles British? Because he's not. Like, and I don't mind the headcanon of Miles being British. It's fine, it's a headcanon. But like, in the game's localization, he would have some words that he would use from British English because British English would be more prevalent in Germany, I think. But, I don't know. It's just, he's a dork. Dude, speaking of that statement, I was in another Discord and I was like, yeah, Miles Edgeworth is a dork. And he was like, I don't really see that. And I was like, are you kidding? Are you fucking kidding? You don't see how Miles Edgeworth is a dork? Give me that. I want that. I want that. I want this. How do we get there? How do we get to you? It made me scream. I was like, how can you not think Miles Edgeworth is a dork? After all you've seen of this man. There we go. And I don't mean it in a derogatory way. I'm a dork. It's fine. But the truth of he's a dork. Wow, your defense is actually not very good, huh? Yeah, Britishism. Yeah, I feel like he would have British English. Okay, like, oh, alright. This is not the thing I wanted to get into today, but I'm gonna. So, I think I was actually making this thought earlier and then got interrupted by the game, but interrupted by the game as if like the whole point of me is not to be playing this game, but what happens when your first language, when your first language is English, for instance, and yeah, exactly, his dad's also a dork. There was no hope for him. His dad also makes sound. There was no hope, but like in a good way. Okay, so when you're around people, okay, sorry, my brain is working how to like describe this. Say, okay, your language, your first language, your L1 is English, right? Oh my god, you're so right. You're so fucking right. So your L1, your first language is English, right? And then you go to a foreign country where the L1 is not English. However, people around you still speak English. The English that they speak is modified as a non-standard English. Now there's a whole problem with like, what is standard English? And I'm not gonna get into that. This house might be here forever, but
gotta work even harder.
You know, that's okay. That's a thing, right? So your exposure to your L1, no matter how long you have been in with the L1, you will be affected by the accent of the people speaking your L1 as their L2, right? So, for instance, using myself as an example, and I have video proof of how different I sounded. It's just how accents, like if you fucking Danny's accent, right? He doesn't talk like a Texan. And I was like, that's interesting. You know, thank you for fucking proving the point that I've tried to make to people. But, so when I was in Japan, I only used English with non-native speakers 99% of the time. And my input for English was all accented English. Now, I was 20/21 at the time, right? So I'm old enough to be considered fluent in my L1. Still, I was there to study another language, so I'm trying not to use my L1. Yeah, you're right. If you watch it long enough, you pick up the vocabulary. It's just natural. But, yeah, most of my friends that I spoke English with were German or Germanic-speaking people. Or Germanic language speaking people. And then I came back to the United States, and my friend, who didn't go to Japan, was like, did you hang out with a lot of Germans? Ow. And I was like, yeah, how'd you know? And he was like, you sound like a German. So I was like, at the time, I was like, okay, whatever. You're being a dork. But when I go back and listen to myself in old videos, I can hear it. I can hear the accent. So, all this leads up to is Miles Edgeworth. His L1 is American, and again, this is using the English localization as an example, but his L1 is American English. However, he spent a decent amount of time in a country where his L1 was spoken, but not by people who were natives. Ergo, he would still speak American English, but he would be speaking it with a Germanized accent. And also, he's around somebody who has the speaking patterns that are very pompous. So, like, he's picking up on this vocabulary as well. That's from Von Karma. So that's why I love the fact that the French localizer was the one who did his voice in the Yigiari, the objection, take that. And if you listen to how he says, take that, he says it with like the very Italian T. I think I've talked about this before. So you can tell he's a European speaker, but he speaks American English. Like, they did a good job. And a lot of people like overlook it for headcanons, which is fine. That's fine. But I think that there needs to be some appreciation for that level of thought, because that's exactly what would have happened. Just saying. Anyway, sorry for that rant. Does everybody know what my degree is in now? Oh, which way am I fucking going? I don't even need to break all these open, but there's these seeds inside are stat boosts, so we can give Rito more HP. I have no idea what these things are weak to. I don't think it's Earth. Weak to Merrig. That's really... English accent taught in a lot of Europe is British. Yep. So his vowel formation would be a little different. Some of his consonants formations would be different. But fundamentally, he would still be an American English speaker. But what is American English, you know? What is American English? That's a whole discussion on its own. That's what one of my classes is kind of about. And it's exactly why I'll never be an ESL teacher, because the concepts of like what is English, like proper standardized English, and like what's acceptable English are so white that it drives me insane. And it's like, man, I already got enough worries being an L2 speaker of Japanese. I don't need to deal with this. Like, other people who are passionate about it can do it. I can't care enough. Hello. Are these guys weak to fire? Is that what, like, I have determined out of all of this? I don't know. My classes are interesting. I'm really, really enjoying being back in school. Like... I have a class that's on not Thursdays. I have a class on Tuesdays that's, basically like comedy hour. The people who teach her, they're husband and wife. They're so fucking funny. And the people in that class are all really wonderful, and I've made a lot of cool friends through that class alone. I also just really enjoy hearing the perspectives of people who don't speak English as their first language, and their experiences like learning English as L2. We did get into a very interesting discussion on Thursday about the cost of... Well, like, generally, we were talking about standardized testing for languages and how BS it is. And we started comparing what's the one that they take? It's not TOEFL, and it's not TESOL. Sorry, I got distracted by the guy in the background. Did you see him wiggling? But anyway, we were talking about it, and the JLPT I think it's like $80 or $90 USD to take. The one that they took was $250. That's asinine. I'm sorry. That's absolutely asinine. Especially because they don't accept non-standard English on that test at all. And I'm like, fuck. Well, a lot of them need to take that test in order to, like, apply to schools and stuff. I forget what it starts with an I. It's like international, I don't know. But it was one I hadn't heard of before. The people I was speaking to were from China and Iran. The other day, I felt very Edgeworthkin. And I was like, God, I can tell I've been playing the lawyer games a little too much because one of my classmates, a different Iranian one, but still, they're all cool. All the people that come from there are just the coolest. No. Yes, that one. Eitzel or whatever. I forget how they say it. Can I just go ahead and... Anyway, yeah, so we were talking about,
Oh, holy tongues of fire!
Oh, for real? You won't for school. If you have an undergraduate in an English language university, you don't have to take it for grad school here. Just by the way. Like, don't waste your money. God, fuck, man. These things suck. God damn it. You know what? I thought it was 5-star, it was 4-star. I'm a dang fool. God fucking damn it. These things are gonna be so impossible to kill now. I'm a fool.
Golden Hammer!
Yeah.
Crash!
So, yeah, the question was, is talent for language innate? And my argument was, and we had to do like strongly agree, strongly, or mildly agree, mildly disagree, strongly disagree. And I said strongly disagree, and then a lot of my classmates said strongly agree. And I was like, no, because, here's the thing, like,
gotta work even harder.
the human brain, and it's been determined already, because there was a previous linguistic theory that talked about, sorry, this is just peak nerd, I'm really sorry. Oh, I wonder what happened to this path. I always wonder. Anyway, so, what was it saying? Oh, okay, so, God help me. There was a linguistic theory that was prevalent for a very long time that said that there's a part of your brain that's dedicated to language learning, and if you don't learn a language by a certain age, you will never be good at the language, which is actually bullshit, because what you'll come to learn is there is only a part of the brain that is dedicated to learning, not language learning, learning. So that means that, and if you have that part of the brain forever, you can learn at any time, essentially. God damn it. I hate these things. These are the most annoying enemies, just period. They're so annoying. So, if that's the case, people who are good at languages are just good at learning most of the time. Because the question was like, some people have a specific talent for language learning. And I was like, now if the question was some people have an innate talent specific to learning, I would agree. Because it's scientifically proven that there's a part of the brain that is built for that. Right?
You better practice if you want to beat me.
My classmate and I, my classmate was like, well, there's a person in my country who learned like 20 languages. And I was like, okay, not to be, like, here's the thing, right? So that person is exceptional. This is talking about some people. That's exceptional. And again, there's no right answer here. This is just us talking. But from my perspective, that person is exceptional. If it was ethical, I would say, let's study their brain, because there's clearly something in their brain that works a little differently with that whole part of the brain dedicated to learning. Because, like, for them, it's clearly beyond just learning. There's something in there, but again, exceptional. And so, am I going the right way? I sure hope so. I am. Okay, good. So we started going back and forth, like, just might as well throw the objection right in and hold it, and like, our teacher was like, all right, hang on. To interrupt us. Because, like, the whole class was just like, okay. Stop, guys. And we could not be stopped. We just kept, and afterward I was like, I hope you know that I'm not picking on you or anything. This is a question that we literally have no answer to. And we're just talking in hypotheticals, and it's very nice to have like this engaging conversation. Like, if you already know 10 is not, you're like, yes, that's also very true. Because again, it's that whole learning is inherent to the human brain. And so if you already have techniques for learning certain languages, and those techniques can be applied to other languages, then that part of your brain can apply it. It has nothing to do specifically with languages. It's just like, but then like, his point that I was like, well, okay, that's a fair point, was, what if somebody is very, very good at learning, but specifically languages, and they have problems with like learning math, for example, or learning physics, or like somebody who's very good at physics but like can't do languages or something like that. And I was like, that's a good point. I don't know, like, I don't have an explanation for that one, but again, it would be one of those things that, you know, if it were ever ethical, we should study that person's brain because they're an exception, not the rule. Yeah, and so, if you couldn't tell by me talking about it right now, it was a very passionate conversation. Very civil. Completely civil, but it was very, like, we couldn't shut up. And my professor was like, alright. Like, guys. In fact, that's exactly what he said. He was like, okay, guys. and we were like, okay. And then he explained something, and then we both go, but. And oh, man. I am a little sad that I'm probably not going to end up doing any projects with him. I hope he's in my classes next semester, though, because I would really enjoy doing projects with him, because he and I have, like, varied perspectives on things, which I really appreciate the opportunity for learning more about that. That takes me back. No! Put me back. I think that area is actually like an extra area, but we're not dealing with it right now. I just want to get to Siren. That's why I'm still playing. I know it's been like 2.5 hours. I really just want to get to Siren. I just want the music. Alright, we gotta hear the music and then we can go home. Alright. Game, I'm begging. Please don't crash. I'll try. Although, I did save relatively recently. In fact, I'm not even gonna touch that. In fact, I'm not even gonna touch you. Goodbye. Wait, where did you guys respawn? Fuck off. For real? It's like a nice feeling though, to have those discussions because it's like, clearly I'm passionate about this and it feels really good to be doing the thing I'm passionate about. As opposed to this like being a conversation that I have with somebody and then that's the end of it. But it's like a conversation I get to have within the realm of academia and like pursue. Are you fucking kidding me? Suck my dick, actually. Like, really? Suck my fat cock. You know what? Fuck it. Get him, Elena. Show him his boss. Yeah, you're gonna owe it. Okay. Good. What was that? Stop it! Mood. Alright, get him.
Oh, tainted ones. Return to the world of darkness.
On a completely different topic, I've been watching this channel does like compilations of people's reactions to the Ace Attorney games, and I've been watching Pixel Partners. I know, right? Isn't it bullshit? Anyway, their reactions have been so good. I'm watching, I was in the middle of the Justice for All one. I'll probably watch that while I eat dinner. Oh, well, I don't know what I want to do for dinner. I was gonna make spaghetti. As in spaghetti, but I don't know if I want that. I should eat it. I should eat the spaghetti. Listen, alright, here's the thing. I'm getting tired of eating the same thing, god damn it, every day. But I'm so bad at cooking. And also, I hate cooking. Oh, you watched them for a while? How far did you watch into theirs? I watched, well, the reason I started watching the channel at all was because they had the Nan Cave. And that was, like, them playing Ace Attorney was before I had, like, gotten on that boat at all. Like, getting to know them or knowing Ace Attorney at all, even. And I was like, man, I want to see what their reactions were to certain things, you know. Some things that happen, like at the beginning of Apollo Justice, and it was a good time. I was like, wow, listen to how young they were. Wow, and now they're my friends. It was like a really weird, like, whoa. And then I was like, you know what? This actually brings me a sense of comfort because it's just noise in the background that I know is not going to be terribly distracting. Because at this point I've heard these lines a million times. Okay. Okay, well. These things are really satisfying to cut through. Won't lie. Oh, baby! Okay, let me just double check that we got everything over here. Okay, we did. Alright, let's go! Oh my god, I'm so excited! Oh, A2, okay. Yeah, that's where I am right now. I can send you the channel if you want. Yes! Okay, sorry, I'm normal. I'm so normal. I'm so sane. I'm so normal. Let's go. Oh, I was talking about Nyan Cave. That's like a whole story. It's a whole saga. Okay. Sorry, the music is really distracting because it's such a jam. Oh, Iwadare Noriyuki. Everything you make, everything you touch is beautiful.
My, this town is bustling with activity.
The fruits of prosperity is in abundance.
This peaceful scenery is just a facade. When the time comes, its true ugly form is sure to show itself. We, the people of Siram, are known as the descendants of the people of darkness.
So, is the Grandia Saber in this country? What do you mean by descendants of the people of darkness? Not like everyone's hunched over, rubbing their hands and muttering curses. You're saying that you're one of these people?
Yes. Most probably have almost no memory of the people of darkness. But only my people can never forget. That is why I left, to learn about the confrontation between light and darkness. Come, let's get a room first. Tomorrow we can start searching for the meaning of Zera's words.
Bet. I will say, I think Investigation 1's soundtrack is better. Nice. But I think Investigation 2's soundtrack reminds me a lot of this game. Oh, actually, I just want to buy this. Oh wait, what's the regional? Powerless Nut. Why would you? Why would you? Ah, like if you lived in this town and this was the music playing all the time, I'd be in such a good mood always. Oh yeah, this part is very laggy. I don't remember this one before. Yay. Hello. Let me just go ahead and do this. So you feeling better now? Yeah, I'll go ahead and save real fast. Alright. This is a good place to stop. Like this composer uses a lot of like bright piano sounds in his works, and I live for it. Save data playthrough TGA. Oh yeah? I think that maybe this this channel did theirs too, but I'd seen Pixel Partners do something else that made me laugh, and I was like, okay. Goals. I can't wait to play that game like on a stream, because just for Gina's voice. Just for Gina's. I love her so much. Anyway. I don't know how I'm gonna do all those voices by myself. I'll manage. People do it. So, like, I should be able to, right? I don't know. Okay. Anyway. This is a good stopping point. Let's call it here. Next week, we get to play around in Skyrim. Oh, I'm very excited. Skyrim's a very good time. This arc is a great, great time. We may meet the new party member next time. I don't know. I don't know if we'll get that far. We might not. There's a lot that happens in Skyrim. This is a great place. We're in my favorite arc. I don't know if I mentioned that. This is my favorite arc. It's gonna be so hype. Just a reminder, if you're watching this, that my bio has links for helping Ukraine in various ways that don't require money. And also to donate to Project Q, or the Q Project. This is for the Pacific Northwest LGBTQ community. They do a lot for older members of the community, which is very cool. And that link will be changing once we beat this game. I mean, we're probably close to halfway with this game. In fact, I would say, I think finishing Skyrim is what I would consider the halfway point. But oh man, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna be in the thick of it. I hope you're ready. I am. I can't wait for next week. In the meantime, stay safe out there. Stay well. Nim, hope you feel better by the time I see you in stream again. And then if you're hopping in for Wednesday will be more reincarnation. But otherwise, take care out there, folks. Be well and be nice to each other and yourself. May your suffering